Hello YouTube, T-Sparks here for another Season 9 MLP reaction. This is episode 20 of Season 9. Something about horseshoes. Now, I think this, from what I've seen in the thumbnails, this is my long-awaited Starlight episode of the season. She's had one this season, but I've really missed her presence. So, let's see what they got for us this time. It looks like it's going to be a good one. It's got Trixie in it, and something is going crazy, so let's see where we are. And go.
I think you really spruce up the office, Miss Philodendron. Oh, I'm gonna call you Phyllis.
Phyllis,
Don't you look good?
are you naming your plants?
Come in. Come in.
Hey.
Were you just talking to someone?
No. Why?
Starlight, I have something very important to discuss.
Okay, Twy.
If this is about leaving early yesterday, I didn't have any students on my schedule, and Trixie was having a magical emergency, which actually turned out to be nothing.
It's not anything like that.
Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, in light of her impending ascension to the throne of Equestria, and in anticipation of her many duties and responsibilities forthwith, does hereby intend to make good on her previous offer to you, Starlight Glimmer, of replacing her as head mayor of the School of Friendship.
I want you to take over the school when I move to Canterlot.
I know. It's just so amazing. I'm a little... Do you think I'm really up for it? Of course you do. I've covered for you every time you've had to run off and save Equestria, but, I mean, yes. Of course. Thank you!
Yeah, there's the thumbnail I saw.
I'm a little nervous and excited. I'm mostly
Nervous-sided.
I
Pinky.
understand. Of course, I'll have a lot of important responsibilities as ruler of Equestria, but I'll always be available to help whenever you need.
Are you supposed to be at a royal etiquette lesson with Celestia and Luna right now?
Right. Can't underestimate the important responsibility of royal napkin placement.
Wow. I mean, no biggie, right, Phyllis? I've totally got this.
You killed Phyllis! You
How likely
monster!
this is going?
Well, I knew this was coming from the premiere. I also heard a rumor that Trixie might become the counselor. I could see that being a glorious train wreck.
Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat, and magic makes it.
Think about Twilight's parents. They gotta be really proud of her. Not only is she a savior of Equestria, she's becoming the ruler of all Equestria. Hey, Trixie!
You know I'm nothing but proud that you've been officially offered the position of head mayor.
Thanks.
I can't help wondering if it's going to cut into our social schedule.
What do you mean?
Take now, for example. Instead of heading to the delightful lunch I had planned, we're striding with determination toward what I can only assume is Twilight's office.
Obviously, our lunch is super important, but so is taking over the school. And the only pony who's really run the School of Friendship is the Princess of Friendship. And I'm worried about doing it all alone, so I want to get as much advice from Twilight as I can while she's still here.
But Twilight's never really done anything alone. She always has her friends.
But that just gave me an idea.
Yep.
Thanks, Trixie. You can give good advice when you don't mean to.
Thanks. Are we still
That's a
doing
nice
lunch?
backhanded compliment.
Getting royal place settings just right is a lot harder than it looks.
Okay. I know how busy you are, but I wanted to talk to you about running the school because, honestly, I was a bit worried about taking it over all on my own. But I just realized you never did it alone.
Having a friend help out is pretty great.
Exactly. So,
Figured.
what do you think about me hiring a vice head mayor to
Oh!
I trust you to
This
run
is
the
going to
school
be
any way
great.
you want. That means
Trixie,
hiring a
vice head mayor.
I think it's a great idea.
Really?
Like you said,
This is going to be a glorious
and don't
train
worry,
wreck.
You can always call on me to...
Twilight, Rarity says you were supposed to be at the boutique 5 minutes ago for your second fitting for the coronation gown.
Ugh, How many fittings are there gonna be?
A lot.
Anyway, good luck finding your vice head mare. I know you'll pick the right pony.
Oh,
for the
she's
job.
already got someone in mind.
Wow. I read the whole thing, and all
Oh,
I can
this
say
is gonna be great.
I am humbled.
Why?
I hadn't ever considered.
Oh, she's
preparing
not gonna
myself
pick
up, and
Trixie.
realize what a great
Oh,
job
that's
my vice
even
head mare
better.
Plus, we get to work and socialize at the same time.
Well, sure, that would be fun, but I can't just give you the job.
Oh, no, of course not. I imagine there's a lengthy process to go through before you inevitably hire the best pony for the position. Wink.
Exactly. I'll probably interview several ponies.
Of course, several.
You should hire Maud as your vice
Why
head
do you
mare.
keep saying wink?
I'm not saying wink. Wink.
Big
I'm
Mac!
all decided
Dr.
to be part of
Hooves!
the search for the school
Spoiled
of friendship
bitch! What the
vice
hell is
head
she
mare.
doing here?
Honestly, if you're looking for some pony to fundraise, I can bring in enough bits to have several buildings named after.
Yourself. My lord, go
That's
yourself.
not the
Why are you
primary
spoiled bitch
responsibility
here?
of the vice head mare, but any pony is welcome to apply. I think the selection process.
Octavia, you want to be vice head mare?
Albeit unnecessary.
Big Mac would be pretty good.
Since you all have to prove you have what it takes to be vice head mare, I've designed the interview in 3 stages. Each stage will test a different skill the vice head mare needs. Only those who do well will move through the stages until finally the best candidate rises to the top.
Just hire Dr. Hooves.
So,
He's
without
the
further
best
ado,
candidate.
It's time for stage 1, substituting for the teachers.
Hey, he's talking again!
Once the students get a sample of my great and powerful instruction,
They have,
will
Trixie.
not
You,
wanna go
of course,
back
you
to
were
the
only in
regular
there for like
faculty.
30 seconds. Can't believe Big Mac's applying for the job.
Wow, that seam is so straight. You really learned how to sew from mending apple sacks on the farm?
Yep.
Yeah, if Big Mac didn't have enough responsibilities.
Obviously, loyalty is the foundation of friendship and trust. But nothing gets more loyalty than a big stack of bits. This book on business will teach you all how to earn your own. Chapter 1, Equity.
This is a school of friendship, not...
Very
How to
confused by
screw
what's
people
going
over.
on here.
Octavia would make an excellent music teacher. And of course, Dr. Hooves doing his science thing. Ah, Ruth Goldberg machine. Those are a pain in the ass to set up.
In the pre-Equestria era, year 1322, Abraxius the Bold did a bunch of boring stuff for a really long time. Okay, I know history's important, but I never learned any of it, and look how I turned out.
Yeah, great, Trixie. I'm with Gallus on this one. Nap time.
Okay, Phyllis. Obviously, those 3 are moving on. But what about the rest? I think we're in agreement on this one.
You're talking to a plant.
I know what you're gonna say, but it would be so much fun to have my vice head mare be a friend. She just needs a little more hoof holding than some of the others, but it could still work
Come
out.
on, Trixie.
Right?
Starlight, you're doing the
Starlight,
crazy
I've given this a
Twilight
lot of
thing.
thought, and even though I still believe naps are a valid use of class time, you'll be the one running the school. So if you say no naps, then no naps. And I know I can be a little stubborn and not the best listener, but I just can't wait for us to tackle this job as a team. 2 great and powerful friends taking on the world. And I know you still have to go through all this interview stuff. Wink. But I just had to tell you how excited I am.
See? I told you it could work.
This is going to be, the wheels are going to fall off
All right,
this.
remaining vice head mare candidates, welcome to stage 2.
So if they pick Dr.
All of
Hooves,
you
are they
are
still
here
going to
because you
call him
performed
Vice
well,
Head Mare?
Or, well enough To face your next challenge, parent-teacher conferences. The Vice Headmare will need to be a master communicator, and I can't think of a better test of that than meeting with our students and their parents or guardians.
I eagerly look forward to sharing my love of science with both.
And we got Dr. Hooves talking again. And Octavia.
An orchestra is made up of different parts, and good communication is the key to harmony.
Her voice was better in season 5.
A lifetime on stage.
I don't really
is
like the new
unique,
Octavia
and
voice.
Good communication is essential to holding your audience's attention, which is why Trixie is also known as a great and powerful communicator.
Life at the School of Friendship is like a song, and although she started out singing her part pianissimo, Ocellis is now soloing fortissimo.
I don't think they know
That's
that
good,
means.
right?
Indeed.
The science curriculum at this school is somewhat lacking, but Yona has taken to the subject like a yak to smashing. If fostered, I believe she could easily blaze a trail and expand our understanding of science itself. Next best!
Yeah, I don't think you could go wrong with Dr. Hooves.
Gallus is a fantastic student. He's even taught me a thing or two about napping.
Is that why you're putting me to sleep?
Excuse me?
I don't know why I have to come to these things.
Well, most parents or guardians want to be involved in our students' lives. Maybe we should find a different representative from Griffinstone to be Gallus's guardian.
Oh, that'd be great. If you find one, let me know!
I'm so confused. You're saying Silver Stream is exuberant?
Yep.
And enthusiastic?
Yep.
But aren't those the same? And are they good? I mean, you could be trying to tell me she's unfocused, but then you might just be explaining that you appreciate her high energy.
I have several questions.
Yeah, I don't think Big Mac's cut out for
There
this.
seems to be a lot of nuance here, and I just want to make sure I understand exactly what you're saying. So what are you saying?
Gallus doesn't need to know I'm proud of him, and he certainly doesn't need me trekking all the way to Ponyville.
Good, because you're no longer welcome.
Oh, well, fine with me.
Oh, screw you guys. I'm going.
Great job, Trixie.
But Carmen, we're trying to. Screw
We'll
you guys.
have one less conference to worry about next semester.
I really appreciate your honesty, Big Mac, and you're right. Parents expect a lot of detailed communication when it comes to their kids. And if you aren't comfortable with that, Vice Headmare probably isn't the job for you.
Yeah, nope.
I'm surprised he even applied to begin
Scarlet,
with.
I know why you wanted to see me, and you don't have to worry.
Oh, good.
It's thoughtful that you'd want to check in on me after my shocking confrontation with Grandpa Gruff, but never fear, I shall recover.
Trixie, that's not exactly what I wanted to talk to you about.
You're rejected,
You
Trixie.
can't get into a shouting match with parents or guardians. For the final stage of the interview process, you'll each have to put together a field trip. And if you really do want the job, I need yours to be exceptional. Because if I had to pick a Vice Headmare right now, it wouldn't be you.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I like her honesty.
Obviously, you're not going to give the job to some pony else, but you want to see my best. Well, message received.
I totally buy this from Trixie.
The great and powerful Trixie is about to
Oh,
come
you
out
saved
all-
Phyllis.
I hope you're ready for the most exceptional field trip to ever grace this school.
Nice disappearing act,
Is
Trixie.
it wrong for me to think she might actually pull it off?
Yes, yes it is.
What the fuck is going on? Not looking forward to the performance?
I know Octavia loves music, but a field trip to a classical music performance isn't my idea of an exciting time.
Yeah, but you don't know Octady. Her roommate is freaking Vinyl Scratch. So, yeah. Octy she's the one. Sorry, but
Okay, I take it back.
I know
When
it's...
I heard we'd be
Ooh,
arranging
the
a field
Tartarus.
trip, I knew right away I wanted to take you all to my lab. I can think of no better trip than one through the quantum field.
Are we going in time?
I am referring to time travel.
We are. We're going time traveling.
I've been working on a temporal transfer.
I don't like where this is going.
A chair.
And 3, 4, 5. Congratulations! You are now 5 seconds into the future. We are all already time travelers.
Nice trick there, Doc.
I failed!
Oh, I hadn't actually thought that much beyond this.
I say Octi is your number one choice there, Starlight.
Welcome to the greatest and most powerful field trip of your lives!
Where are you and friends going?
I am thrilled you asked, because today we're not doing a normal, old, boring field trip where you go somewhere.
So, not field trip.
Au contraire, I could have easily taken you to Froggy Bottom Bog, but we don't need to leave the comfort of the classroom for our field trip. I can bring the field trip to us.
You're getting better at your teleportation there, Trixie. Uh-oh, flash bees.
You raised my hopes and dashed them quite expertly, sir. Bravo!
Patch of bog to teleport into the school. I guess I just didn't consider the possibility that a hive of flash bees might have nested there.
You ruined it.
Well, Starlight
you
should
ruined
be
it,
able
and
to
I'm
handle
leaving.
it. Come on, Starlight. You got phenomenal cosmic power. You can take it.
Who told you bees to nest in my patch of field trip bog?
Trixie, go with the students.
I'll handle this. I was only trying to give them an exceptional field trip experience, which you have to admit I did.
We'll talk about it later.
You sure did.
Starlight? Hey there. So,
You're fired.
going? Yes. Nice teamwork, am I right?
Are you kidding? I don't know what team you're on, but it isn't mine. This was a disaster. It was dangerous.
I think the words you're looking for are great and powerful.
What an odd thing to say.
Unacceptable!
Unacceptable!
You went from not taking it seriously to blowing things so out of proportion you put every creature in danger.
Gee, where have I heard that
wanted to work with a
before?
friend so much, I ignored the fact that you would never be right for the job.
I'm confused. What are you saying?
I'm saying you'll never
yourself,
be vice head.
my lord. Go yourself.
But I thought you created the position for me.
Why would you think that? I created the position because I need help, but I can't think of any way that you would ever help me.
Twilight's friends always helped her.
Oh, that's because Twilight's friends are competent. They care about
Oh,
what they're
poor
doing,
Trixie.
and they know how to do it.
Well, now that is some fucked up shit.
Well, I guess I won't take up any more of your time, Headmare Starlight.
Starlight? I just thought I'd check in to see how the search for a Vice Headmare was going.
A lot better now.
I like how Twilight
Okay.
still shows that she's got
I
power.
really wanted it to be a friend, so I ended up pushing aside some pretty big signs that it wasn't gonna work out.
Not every pony is right for every job, but every pony has something to contribute. The trick is figuring out what.
What if you and your friend can't figure it out?
If you have a job to do, you have to decide what's best and be upfront and honest, even if that means you can't work with a friend on it.
So, I guess that means talking to them at the beginning, instead of stringing them along until you get so frustrated you totally lose it and say a bunch of really awful things?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Oh. Trixie? I know you're in there.
Well, you're wrong.
She's
I'm
smoking
sorry for
shards
all those
again.
things I said. I just really wanted it to work out, even though I knew it probably wouldn't. I should have said something sooner.
Obviously, we can't have what we want, because I'm terrible at everything and could never help you with anything.
You aren't terrible, and you have a lot of great qualities. Maybe not Vice Headmare qualities, but great and powerful friend qualities. Well, you really stand by the ponies you care about. Gallus even said no creatures ever stuck up for him the way you did with Grandpa Gruff. It would have been nice to run the school together, but not every pony is right for every job.
That is a good message.
I know how you take your responsibilities seriously, and maybe I should have known I wasn't exactly a perfect fit.
If it makes you feel any better, no pony was.
What do you mean?
Well, Dr. Hooves has decided to go back to his experiments, and Octavia is worried the responsibilities of Vice Headmare will take too much time away from her music. Maybe getting a Vice Headmare was a bad idea.
Starlight, obviously you'd like some help, and hiring a Vice Headmare is a great idea.
But who could it be?
Discord.
Well, you need some pony who's responsible like you, and detail-oriented like Twilight, and smart, obviously. It is a school, after all.
It would be nice if I got along with them, since having it be a friend can't work out.
Sunburst.
Maybe it can.
Sunburst. He'd make a perfect...
And I knew as soon as I read Trixie's
Well, I
scroll
sure
that it
hope
was the
somebody
exact
picks up that
thing
phone.
I called it.
What?
Because I fucking called it!
Well, honestly, now that Flurry Heart's a little older, there really isn't much for me to do outside of the occasional tradition or festival.
Yeah, I figured.
And working at a school is what I always thought I'd do. I mean, if you'll have me.
Are you kidding? You're hired!
I had a feeling this would work out.
Oh, Trixie, thank you so much.
Between being insightful when I want to be, and giving good advice when I don't mean to, I suppose I can be a pretty good friend.
More than that, actually. You really did give good advice. And
Yep,
you
here it
helped me talk
is.
through the problem of finding the right pony for the job, and we know you care about the students.
Trixie, the great and powerful advice giver, problem talk thrower, and student care about her. I think I'll go with friend.
Friend is perfect. But there's a position here at the school you might be right for, too. What would you say to being the School of Friendship's new student counselor?
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just
I'd say
bullshit.
this office needs a bit of redecorating.
Oh.
Potted plants scream desperation.
Literally. Oh, okay. Well, guys, that was one of the best episodes of the season so far. I admit I'm extremely biased because I'm a really big Starlight fan. And Trixie has really gained my respect since Season 6. Although, I admit, she had definitely not had mere material. Well, this was a great episode, guys. Well, we only have 6 episodes left and the series is over. Sorry I've been so late producing my episodes. Just been very down lately. So, I did hear some of the rumors were correct that I heard. Trixie is the new counselor of friendship. I heard that weeks ago. I did not hear about Sunburst. That I was not spoiled on. I just kind of guessed at the moment when Trixie was giving all the attributes necessary, and like, wait, that's Sunburst. And you know, you don't need a Chrysler 24/7. It's just for occasions. Hello YouTube, T-Sparks here. For another Season 9 MLP reaction. Excuse my voice might be groaning a little bit. I'm still a bit sick. Now, this is episode 21 of Season 9. I do know a couple things. I know it's got to do with Fluttershy and Daring Do. That's all I've got so far on this. I'm actually recording this a day before the next episode comes out. But because of the trouble I've been having with Hasbro and copyright and stuff that's been going on at work, I've been way behind on episodes, so I'm going to try to get them up as soon as I can. Now, I was not a big fan of last season's Daring Do episode. Daring Done I thought was pretty damn dumb. But from what I hear, this is a great episode, and apparently Fluttershy is really good in it. So I'm guessing it's a map mission. If the map still works, we're not clear on that. And okay, let's see what we got here. Go. Go. Hey, Rainbow. Fluttershy going to Rainbow's house.
I just stopped by to thank you for letting me borrow your Daring Do books. I love them.
Wait till you get to Daring Do.
Oh,
and
you
the
got her
Riddle of
into
the
it too,
Sphinx.
huh?
This is actually my second time through. I read them all, from Daring Do and the Sapphire Statue to Daring Do and the Fallen Idol.
Fallen Idol? That's not in the series.
Oh, it just came out last week. Maybe that's why you haven't heard of it?
No way! Daring Do's biggest fan, me, would miss a book coming out. Besides, AK Yearling always sends me a copy.
Well, I'm happy to let you borrow
Yeah,
mine
but
until
Dash,
yours
you've been
arrives.
really freaking busy lately.
True story of the thieving fraud known as Daring Do? What? Why would AK Yearling write that about herself?
Oh, it looks like she didn't. This book says it's by Groom QQ Martingale.
Who?
Well, I guess he's a new writer.
A bad one? The only thing worse than
that-
Daring Do's destruction of temples is her cruelty to the mild-mannered Dr. Cavalleron?
It was written from his point of view.
Oh, that's right. I saw Caballeron and,
Like a disaster? Daring Do
Aoizotl.
isn't just a fictional character from over-the-top adventure stories. I've met her, and she is a real live pony. That's supposed to be a secret.
It just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
I don't even know that you guys told everybody about her in your journal.
Ponies read this book.
Just saying.
How long will it take them to figure that out? We have to go warn her. Fluttershy!
I'm pretty sure she already knows.
My little pony, my little pony.
Yeah, didn't you guys already blow her cover by saying she was real in your journal back in season 7? So what's the big deal about this? Plus, half of Equestria knows she's real.
Hearts faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness
Remember last season? The whole premise of this episode was that the entire Southern Hemisphere knows she's real, but the Northern Hemisphere doesn't. So what's the difference of this? Sorry for the rant.
AK Yearling is signing all her books at the bookstore today. We can warn her about what's going on.
Don't you think you should read Martingale's book first, just to hear both sides of the story?
Why? The only truth
No.
in that pack of lies is that Daring Do is real.
There's also a lot of insight into Dr. Caballeron's life choices. Did you know he's actually a history professor and amateur bird watcher?
Are you serious right now? A random writer trashes our friend and exposes her secret, and you want to talk about birds?
Also spider cruelty.
What?
You have to admit, Daring Do wrecks a lot of spider webs in her adventures.
In order to save precious artifacts from the bad guy, who you seem to have forgotten is Dr. Cavalleron. Are you sure you read the same series I did? Well, at least AK Yearling's true fans know Martingale's book is bogus.
I'm not sure those are all fans.
Why didn't your book say Daring Do is real? This changes everything.
And why do you only write about her good side? Is she bribing you?
On page 531, it says Daring Do kicks puppies.
She does?
What?
Okay, I'm very confused by what's going on here.
Frankly, I don't even know how you could call it fiction if it's all real. You're as much of a fake as Daring Do.
I guess we're a little late to warn you about the new book, huh?
I always feared that someday every pony would learn Daring Do was real.
But why? Aren't you proud of your adventures?
Of course.
Oh,
but
here's
I'm
another
not in
scoop.
it for the
Clark
fame.
Kent is Superman.
Stories just seem too good to keep to myself. I wish
Sorry,
I knew
but
who
it's the same
Martingale
thing.
author was, and why he's determined to ruin my character.
It's Aoizotl.
Maybe we can ask him.
Oh no, it's Caballeron.
He's doing a signing across the street?
You'd better go without me. I can't risk the chance Martingale might recognize me as Daring Do.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
Oops, sorry. Excuse us.
That's not Martingale. It's Dr. Caballeron in disguise.
What a
It all
twist!
makes sense. Daring Do's arch nemesis created a fake author self so he
can write books that make him sound like a hero. Who does
Everybody got that?
A.K. Yearling? This is totally different.
Daring do.
Well. Up to your old tricks again, huh? Just like in Somnambula, spreading lies.
I guess he's real.
Would you sign our book?
I am just a simple author, telling it like it is. Who
No, that's
should I make
definitely
it out
him.
Fluttershy with 2 T's. We know who you really are. And unless you want us to tell all of them, you'd better answer some questions.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. But please, take a free copy of my book on your way out.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
We aren't gonna let you get away with this, Cabaleron.
Get away with what? I'm merely telling my side of the story.
You mean lying?
You think everything in A.K. Yearling's books are true? Daring Do in the Quetzal's Crest, she states that the fangthorn flowers are red. In fact, they are blue.
It's true. They are. That sounds like more.
Oh no, what a scandal.
Still, if that is wrong, is it not possible that other bigger things are too? Take a look. It's in my book.
But I don't have to take your word for it. Come on, Fluttershy. Something wrong?
It is terrible to be.
Oh, is he gonna play Fluttershy against Dash?
Nice to Daring Do as I should, but I have my reasons.
Oh, he's really hamming it up.
My team and I were only ever interested in researching artifacts and taking them to our museum where.
Bullshit.
What an odd thing to say.
Bullshit.
But Daring Do always seemed to get there first with our own plans. They offered to
That's
team up
why
with her,
you
but
kept
she
saying you
refused.
wanted to sell
She had her own ideas of where the treasures
the,
belong.
whatever the hell it was.
Did have a lot of artifacts on her shelves at home, but didn't you try to sell them to the highest bidder?
Only because I had to. Since Daring Do kept taking our artifacts, our museum closed. We were desperate for money to keep it open.
No, you're full of shit.
She does destroy a lot of ancient sites, not to mention the homes of the animals that live there.
And I felt it was my duty to tell the world. Thank you for listening and understanding, Ms.
Fluttershy, 2 T's.
And I am Dr. Caballero.
Is that a
Lucky
new
here
thing
me,
now?
I'm not
Fluttershy,
to
2
build my
T's?
brand. You know, my team could use an insightful Pegasus like you, Fluttershy. Have you ever thought of being an adventurer?
Who, me?
Didn't
likely
we
this is
just
going?
go through a whole episode about her being so busy she didn't have time to spend time with Angel?
So I joined Dr. C's
And now she's got time to go gallivanting with Cabaleron?
So Daring Do doesn't kick puppies? That was one time! Accidentally! Hey, Kay, you have to help me! Group QQ Martingale is really Dr. Cabaleron, and he has Fluttershy! The book thing was his new plan to ruin Daring Do's reputation. And he's trying to make my friend a criminal! They're off to Tenactite Land right now!
He must be after the truth talisman of Tonatiuh. It requires the wings of a Pegasus to retrieve it.
That's gotta be why Cabaleron tricked Fluttershy into joining his gang!
It's up to us to stop him.
You just revealed yourself to that kid.
Watch where you put your hooves, every pony. We do not want to disturb the fragile jungle ecosystem.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Yes, unlike Daring Do.
You gotta admit he's a pretty good manipulator. So that's why he's sucking up to Fluttershy. He just needs Pegasus to fly up.
Don't you know that's poison? I don't want you to get hurt, my friend. But I'm hungry.
Oh, I can help with that. Here.
You are willing to share?
Of course. That's part of the fun of having an adventure.
Is Fluttershy gonna reform Cabaleron with kindness?
Fluttershy! Run! These ferocious beasts want to eat us for dinner!
That's a common misconception. Have you ever tried just talking to them?
That's crazy! You are on your own!
She's a goner.
I can't watch.
No, she's not. Fluttershy.
Very sorry
is-
for coming into your territory. We're just passing through.
How did you do that?
Every creature likes to be listened
She's
to.
got a
You
special
just need to
talent
take
for
the
talking to
time
animals.
Understand them.
You are more talented than I realized.
Thanks. I'm having the best time with you all.
Fluttershy must be having the worst time with Caballeron's goons.
We need to catch up to them before they reach the truth talisman.
Why? What's so special about it?
It has the power to
Yeah, if only one of you could go supersonic. If only that could happen, you know.
He'll melt it down and use it to get rich.
So if this talisman is so important, why didn't you already save it? You said only a Pegasus can get it, right?
Yes, but the temple traps are far too dangerous to face without a map. And maybe even with one.
Boss, how about we take the shortcut?
How about you be quiet? I mean, no thank you, Biff. Let's just follow the map.
Oh, I'm supposed to be Dr. C's second in command. Never listens to me.
Well, keep trying. I believe in you.
Fluttershy's winning over the bad guys unintentionally.
Now we simply have to wait for the sun to reach its highest point. And our path will be revealed.
Or just call Twilight.
Withers, don't move.
Lighters.
There they are! We can catch them before they enter the temple. Get back, Rainbow Dash! It's Howie Zodal.
Daring Do, my old nemesis. You may have outsmarted my jungle cats, but you
Here's the
cannot
weirdo.
escape me!
We didn't see any cats. We're just here to rescue Fluttershy.
It must be a coincidence that only a Pegasus can retrieve Donatello's treasure. And there are two of you here.
Yeah, he couldn't have possibly seen you cutting the vines. Boy, there was a lot of people doing some very weird stuff back in the day, huh?
Quickly, before the sun moves and
Did Celestia do this out of boredom?
That was cutting it
Fuck
close.
the hat!
And
Your
without
life
a
is in
map,
danger.
We'll have to guess which way to go.
You need Quibble.
Oh, no! I knew the truth talisman could not be moved by magic, but I never realized we'd have to fly to retrieve it. Our journey has been for nothing.
Don't be upset. I can get it.
Oh, Fluttershy, you are too kind. But I could never ask that of you. It might be dangerous.
I want to do it for all of you, my new friends, and to protect a historical treasure.
Give me a hoop here!
Boy, that was some weak stone.
We did it! You're safe!
Why do they always put booby traps?
Give us the talisman, Caballeron!
We're not taking no for an answer.
to study the talisman and keep it safe in a museum.
It's funny how
Right,
dumb you
Dr.
are.
C?
No.
But
You said now that he's holding Tonatiuh's talisman, he has to tell the truth. Admit it, Caballeron. You're only pretending to like Fluttershy because she has the wings you needed to steal the truth talisman. Isn't that right?
No! I admit that was the original reason, but my hench ponies and I have come to value your friendship and kindness.
Didn't see that coming.
Or that!
I did.
More intruders? And you dare to steal Tonatiuh's talisman? Guardian Goyles, attack!
Okay, now he's got golems. Well, I'm just gonna leave and let my minions take care of you. It's not like you're gonna break away and stop me, so.
Like the jungle cats?
Excuse me, Guardian Goyles?
It's no good. They're only stone and magic, not alive. I encountered some like this in Maripor.
Ah, yes. I seem to recall similar creations in Flank Ladesh.
Oh, how do you get rid of them? I know they don't like bright light.
There's none of that in here.
Not yet. Caballeron, do you still have the diamond of Lapis Lux?
Yes, I mean... Yes, I mean... How did you know I stole it?
Look at this. Hold it high.
Oh, a flashlight, huh? So they do exist?
Wow, you two make a great team.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Feel later. Now it's time to escape.
If we want to get out of here, we're all gonna have to work together.
That's actually a good idea.
See? Told you he'd listen.
A truce until we escape? How can we trust you?
I cannot lie. Now, all together!
You again! If I wanted to play games, I would get out my pinochle deck.
Oh, Pinochle? For a bad guy, Aoizoto's not much of a threat.
I'm gonna need the deluxe spa package after this adventure. That doesn't leave this temple.
Come on, Dash. I thought you were good with your femininity.
That's it. I'm quitting the hench pony business to finally follow my dreams of becoming an opera star. Maybe you should hold this.
You cannot hide in there forever! It's a dead end!
Aoizoto won't give up until he catches us.
I think our problem is the solution.
Did you forget there's a monster out there that wants to crush us?
But why? No pony ever asked Aoizoto what his side of the story is. He must have a reason for being so upset.
Or maybe he's just a bad guy. Do I need to remind you he tried to squash Daring Do like 100 times?
Me as well. I was so scared I had to change my ascot. Curse this truth teller!
Understanding begins with listening.
I don't know how I feel about this episode.
Not really. Just here to ask, why are you chasing us, Mr. Aoizoto?
Well, the thing is, I'm in charge of protecting this jungle. If another artifact goes missing on my watch, I'm going to be in so much trouble with the other guardian creatures.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It is! And those two have taken so many relics from
That
my
doesn't
land.
make any sense.
Very confused by what's going on here.
I am a little violent and ferocious. Can you blame me?
What the hell?
The only reason I've been taking the artifacts is because I thought I was protecting them.
I was stealing them to get rich. But I never realized you had a noble cause. I thought you were just being a monster.
Okay, so am I alone, or did that not explain anything?
There's something to this whole listening to every pony thing. It doesn't always mean they're telling the truth, but every creature deserves kindness.
What the fuck is going on?
You returned the talisman and took the time to understand me. I will let you all go. On one condition. You swear to never steal artifacts from the Tenochtitlan Basin again.
I promise. I'll even write that in my next book.
Your next book? You mean you're actually 8K yearling?
Don't tell any pony.
That gives me an idea.
Hey, what's going on? I thought your first co-written novel would bring out a ton of fans.
We've been upstaged by a new author.
And so the noble Awizotl bravely toiled day and night to protect the jungle's...
Oh,
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Shit, I hallucinated all that, didn't I?
What the hell is that? Doesn't make any sense.
That just makes no fucking sense.
Doc, are you really claiming Fluttershy's best pony because of this? Because this was bullshit. Awizotl was trying to unleash 800 years of sweltering heat. How the hell does that preserve the stuff in the basin?
Warning.
It kills everything in the basin. What the hell? This doesn't make any sense. So all of a sudden, Daring Do is out of a job, Awizotl is a good guy now, and Caballeron's a good guy now. Because Fluttershy was too naive to see when someone's using her? Holy crap. You know, this is holding up the tradition for me that the Daring Do episode of the season pisses me off! What the hell was that? We only have, what, 4 more episodes? No, 6 more episodes, because there's going to be 3 episodes in the finale left, and they wasted on this crap? I know they were trying to tie up the whole Daring Do thing, but this was bad. I haven't seen anyone else's reaction to that yet, or the reviews for this episode, but I saw on Dr. Wolf's thumbnail that he said Fluttershy, this proves Fluttershy's best pony. No, it proves that she's still a naive idiot. Dash was in perfect character here. So was Daring Do. Caballeron, I think they kind of mutilated his character a bit. You know, he's a schemer. He's not... And all of a sudden now that he knows the truth, he's a nice guy? He didn't care about stealing the artifacts before and selling them. Why the hell would he care now that he just learned that Awizotl is some sort of mystical creature supposed to be guarding the artifacts? Why the hell didn't he ever tell them that? Ugh. Oh my god, this was a bad episode. I might have to make a rant review about this one. Well, I guess it's a good thing nobody's watching my videos anymore, because this one was pretty bad. Well, we got a new episode coming out tomorrow. That one, I do know a few things about. I know it's CMC, and I know something big is gonna happen, and I know what it is, but I won't say it here, because I don't want to spoil anybody. Well, I guess I could just mention it here, because by the time this thing is posted, that episode will be out. They somehow grow up, all of a sudden. I saw their adult forms. They look about what I thought they would. Except, I noticed Scootaloo's wings are still tiny. Well, thanks, both of you, and please support the official release. Bye.